See this darkness? See how there's no intro to the video, or any music? Well, this is what YouTube will become if the European Union's Article 13 gets approved. You can all look forward to a completely watered down internet in the future where literally 99% of content will not exist anymore. Article 13 is a copyright legislation in the European Union created with the intent to better protect creativity, as they claim. It seeks to better protect the copyright holder's content online, which will create immeasurable consequences. If Article 13 passes, hundreds of thousands of content creators, including ourselves, will lose their jobs, and it will affect everyone on the entire internet. In short, what is happening is fair use will basically be abolished in the European Union, which means if we put a clip of anything or a simple picture that doesn't belong to us, will automatically be blocked by YouTube. Just imagine our Star Wars lore videos with only our voices and a black screen.
Now at first this will only apply for the countries in the EU, and thankfully we're not one of them, although it will surely spread worldwide soon enough. If you upload copyrighted content on YouTube, you are of course directly responsible for it, although this new law will make YouTube as a platform directly responsible for its users' actions. This will force YouTube to block any copyrighted material on the entire platform regarding the EU. Both old and new videos will be taken down, as well as the content creators' channels for breaking the law. Something that is at this moment completely legal, and something that 99% of YouTube relies on is fair use, and it will basically cease to exist and become illegal. This will not only apply for YouTube, but basically all social media platforms and many more. Article 13 will kill creativity on the internet as we know it, and especially freedom on the internet. YouTube users in the EU will be blocked from watching copyrighted content by the EU standards from the people in the rest of the world. And the rest of the world will be unable to watch copyrighted content by the EU standards from the content creators in the EU. Content creators from the EU that relied on fair use just like everyone else does will lose their YouTube jobs, and the rest of the world will lose subscribers and revenue generated from people in Europe. It's a lose-lose situation for everyone, and not to mention that the Article 13 will eventually become worldwide and will apply for everyone. This is one of the first steps for the New World Order to gain more control over everyone, and control over all of us is the ultimate goal. Everyone who had a prominent voice on the internet will be silenced, and news will travel much slower or not travel at all. People say that the politicians voting for Article 13 don't know what they're actually voting for and the consequences that will come with it, which might be true, but we believe there's a puppet master behind this, as has been there for every single major event in the past century. The Satanic New World Order, which is coming soon, wants total control over all of us. About 2,000 years ago, it was revealed what will happen, and it's happening now. This will affect every single one of us, and we ask you to do what you can with the time that's been given to you.
All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us.
We always thought that when such a time comes, people will simply bend over and comply, but we're sure that those who believe in common sense and freedom
will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight.
Currently, we're in the Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clones phase, but if this comes to pass, we'll soon be in the Revenge of the Sith Stadium. Order 66 is upon us.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? The very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. Most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it.
We'll be completely honest with you guys. We're terrified of this happening to our passion and dream job, which is entertaining you guys with stuff we love, but we will win in the end. Victory is ours, that is for sure, but that doesn't mean we'll let evil thrive until it's time for it to finally end. Anyway, the solution for now is to go to the website Save Your Internet and share it alongside this video as much as possible with the hashtag SaveYourInternet. If possible, do a video about it just as we did, because our voices need to be heard. We have linked a few videos below that explain this way better than we do, so check them out and just share as much as possible. If this article passes, it's going to be a dark age for the internet and entertainment, not to mention where it's all heading after this. If this actually happens, everyone needs to rise up against them in any shape or form. May God bless us all, and remember, we the regular people are the victors in the end, but we all must be unified and fight this together.
We are all united in our shared mission to protect artists and cultural diversity in Europe. And I speak as rapporteur in the IMCO committee, which is the only committee to share joint competency on one of the most controversial articles, Article 13. In our committee, we are able to reach a broad compromise that makes meaningful progress on the value gap, while at the same time safeguarding the rights of European internet users, SMEs and start-ups. I deeply regret that the IMCO position has not been taken into account and the jury text does not achieve the needed balance. There are real concerns about the effect of Article 13 on freedom of expression, raised by experts ranging from the UN Special Rapporteur David Kay to the inventor of the World Wide Web, Sir Tim Berners-Lee. And there are real concerns voiced by our citizens. Just yesterday, I received a petition signed by almost 1 million people against the jury committee mandate. And although
colleagues, I would appreciate your patience. Mrs. Staller has the right to speak in opposition for 2 minutes. Mrs. Staller, please continue.
There is consensus about the goals behind this law. Huge controversy still exists about the methods proposed. Something's not right here. We owe it to the experts, stakeholders and citizens to give this directive the full debate necessary to achieve broad support. Dear colleagues, I ask you to refuse to fast-track this law, to allow for a broad, fact-based debate in September. Please reject the mandate and vote against the jury proposal.